that assistant in the email section. So you can do it within your templates area. You can do it within whenever you're sending an email, it will do the exact same thing. Let's say, for instance, here I'm in a contact record. I'm going to send an email. I can click on the little shimmers and it opens up my messaging area. One of the things that you might want to do is just create a new message. Give me a thank you message to send to my client and include some fun fact from personal details if available. Whatever. And you can say it as well. There's a mic right here, so if you just wanted to say that, you can do. In which case, it's going to give a thank you message. It goes through the process here. You'll notice that it includes all the right merge fields, the signature pieces. Thank you so much. Truly appreciate your support. Enjoy, blah, blah, blah. If there's anything I can do to assist you, please don't hesitate to reach out. Now, that's great. That's pretty much how I write. The thing that it does is up here at the top, I wanted to show you a few things. Up here at the top, we have a member voice. So whenever I click on this, you can see the team member that it's currently writing as, what their voice currently is. Assertive, calm, friendly, and warm is the way I write. I can go in there and make some changes and have it rewrite it if I wanted. I could then, if I wanted to continue to write that way, I could save that as my typical member voice, so I can actually update it in my profile from here. If I'm an assistant to somebody, let's say, for instance, if I was the assistant to Cody, I could come here to Cody's voice. This is how Cody writes whenever he's writing stuff. And I can make this my default whenever I'm creating content for Cody. If I'm the one assisting Cody, I want it to sound like Cody, I can make that my default. So that just gives me a way to not have to come in here and change it each time whenever I'm writing content for him. I could just do it automatically. So those are in there to let you pick and choose and do the things that you need to do. Once you make the apply, then it will keep that. Now, there are some assistant settings, just some very basic things. One of them is the auto apply. If I come down here and I type something in and I hit enter, it will go ahead and make the change. If I turn this off, once I hit enter, it will show a little preview of what it's going to change before it changes it. I don't know that that's really necessary in most cases, but some people may want that on or off. There is also the ability to show or hide some additional bubbles. Right now, they're kind of in the hide position, but all that means is the little eyeball here has them hidden. So we've got some quick suggestions, which basically means some predetermined things that a lot of people will use. Make it shorter and clearer. Well, that's pretty short and clear anyway. Warm up the tone and staying professional. So what I can do is click on this, and then it preloads it with a command, basically, and then I can go ahead and hit the send button. If I want to have it do other things, I can certainly put it in there. But let's just say, for instance, make it warm and fuzzy or whatever, and then it rewrites it based off of whatever that typical bubble is. Now, if you prefer different suggestions as far as quick suggestions, you can add and change those. You can specify in which template types do I want to use these? Some of these suggestions may not work well in different areas of the software. You may want to have a certain quick suggestions that only apply to listings. It's a special command that you would only use it in a listing type template. So you can set those up as quick suggestions. In addition to the normal suggestions that we have here, you also have the ability to save your own instructions, which is similar to a quick suggestion, but you can go a lot deeper with it. You can give it a name. You can edit the information in it and do whatever you want. So, here's that, warm welcome with fun facts. Create a warm follow-up email with some pertinent information. So instead of doing this, let's just take this out. I'm going to also take out the subject just to show you what this is. So I'm going to unhide my saved instructions, and it says warm welcome with fun facts. So I click on that and it puts in that instruction. Create a warm follow-up email knowing and letting them know the next appointment date. So in this case, this particular person doesn't necessarily have a next appointment. So actually, oh no, it didn't do it. Well, it did do a insert. Let's see. Use the next appointment date in the contact record. It should have actually filled it in. I've been testing these and could not apply the selection and maybe okay. So let me unselect it and use. Of course, there may not be a next appointment in, and that's why it's stuttering here. Yeah, it just doesn't have an appointment date in there. But you can go through and create lots of different things to have it pre-write it. Now, one of the things that I've been doing for one of our co-pilot people, I'm going to grab this and I'm going to create a new saved instruction. I'm going to come over here and I'm going to add a new instruction. And in this instruction, I want to do this. Okay. So it adds it to that list. So here's what I've got. I may have a message where I've got some text that I grabbed from ChatGPT or something, and I just paste it in. Okay. It's using the wrong merge fields. It has the subject here. The things that, it just isn't quite exactly the way we want. Well, what we can do now is click on this and then let AI look at it. I had it selected. I shouldn't have selected it. You can also do a undo and redo. There's two options here. So if it does something and you don't want it to do it, you can go through and undo it. And just paste in what's there. In which case, I hope this message finds you well. Blah, blah, blah. And, oh man, I really failed. Update include correctly messaged. Review. Tell you what, poor AI example. Sorry, guys. In either case, the purpose of this is to let you come in here, make corrections, make changes and stuff, and go through it. I think what may be doing here, actually, let's do one thing. Saved instruction. Let me clear the history on this, and let me paste in this, and then let me use rewrite. I think it may be getting confused with the previous one. So let's see what happens. There we go. It removed the subject and corrected the body. It went ahead and put in the right merge field there, as opposed to being the first name, and is in paragraph format. So things like this is just things that you can do. Have it make additional changes. If you're dealing with properties or listings, transactions, you can put in party members. You can do a lot of the things that that you do manually, but you should be able to do them a lot easier and more explicit. Each one of these can be edited. If you didn't like the command, you need to make a change to it, where it's being used, you can make all those changes. And then once you're done with SAM Assistant, then just close it out and you're good to go. Whenever you click on, if you're doing this in a template and you save it, and then you come back to the assistant, it can retain that information if you're using it in a template. In this case, it's not a template. So